Hello and thank you for joining me. My name is Julian Cambridge and I'm an Agile Scrum Trainer here at Goldenagile Solutions. I offer tailored Scrum Master courses for organisations and individuals alike, where candidates can indulge in a workshop style of training, working amongst teams and using group activities to enhance learning. Goldenagile Solutions believes everyone should have the opportunity to be better at Agile. So come and join us and take your learning to the next level. At the beginning of my Agile classes, I always ask the group, what is Agile? I'll then break the group up into two teams. They'll go off for 10 minutes and they'll write bullet points as to what they believe Agile is. They'll then rejoin the group and then we'll go through the points. Open communication always pops up. Flexible working. Client involvement. User stories. People, not processes. Common focus. Less documentation. Scrum. And constant improvement. We then break these down and then we have a further open discussion and elaborate on these points. Now I wonder what your points are. Join one of our classes and then we can have that discussion of what is Agile. I look forward to seeing you. So now my class is split into two teams. I've asked them to go away and discuss amongst themselves what is a daily Scrum and what are the benefits. We then rejoin in about 10 minutes, we all regroup and then we have an open discussion. These are some of the points they come up with. What you did yesterday. What you're doing today. Do you have any blockers? The opportunity to give team updates. Any issues found can be discussed early. And another chance to have open communication. We then break these down and then we continue the conversation and go into a bit more depth. Join one of our Agile courses and we can also have that open discussion on what you believe a daily Scrum to be. Backlog refinement, commonly known as backlog grooming, takes place around midway during the sprint where the whole team get together and they review the existing backlog. I've asked my two teams to go away, have that discussion amongst themselves as to what they believe backlog refinement contains. They've come back and they've rejoined the group and we've had a discussion. These are the points they came up with. Reordering the backlog. Adding new items to the backlog. Removing items from the backlog. A breakdown of items into smaller chunks. And giving their estimate to items that already exist. Quite a common session in a sprint, backlog refinement. Let's have that conversation as to what you believe backlog refinement is. In my group, the teams have gone off to discuss sprint planning. They return and they rejoin the group and then we have a discussion as to what they believe sprint planning is. Now these are the points they usually come back with. All team members attend. Define sprint capacity. Resource availability. Give estimates. Select items for the current sprint. Create a theme for the sprint. And time boxing the sprint planning session. Of course, we break these down. We have further communications in the group. We debate ideas, and then we move on to our next topic. A sprint review. What is a sprint review? Is it beneficial? This is what our two teams have gone off to discuss amongst themselves. They'll come back in 10 minutes and rejoin the group. But whilst they're away, let's talk about what usually comes back when I ask my group this question. Gathering feedback from stakeholders. Open invitation for anyone to attend. Discussing the next steps, what to do moving forward. Transparency, everything's out in the open. User's perspective, have we built what the user wants to see? And of course, demonstration, allows the development team to demonstrate the work that they've done in the last sprint. What do you believe a sprint review to be? Sprint retrospective. Is it needed? Is it beneficial? What are your thoughts? The group have gone away to have those discussions amongst themselves. Whilst they've gone away, let's have a look at the points on the board. Sprint retrospective. What went well? What didn't go so well? How to improve? And a time for reflection. These are the 4 points which are the core of what a sprint retrospective should be. These questions are not always the easiest to ask, but it opens up the discussion to be better in your next sprint.